Kobe Bryant's most impressive stat wasn't his 5 rings or 81-point game. It was playing 346 more games than Michael Jordan while scoring fewer career points. Think about that. More games, fewer points, yet still considered one of the greatest scorers ever. Here's what the numbers actually reveal about NBA history. Dirk Nowitzki never won a fan vote to start an All-Star game. Every time he started, somebody got injured first. The guy won MVP, a championship, revolutionized the power forward position, and fans still wouldn't vote him in. Meanwhile, Zaza Pachulia nearly started the 2016 All-Star Game purely from Georgian internet campaigns. Larry Bird once called Michael Jordan God disguised as Michael Jordan. Poetic, right? Except Jordan dropped exactly 666 points during the 1993 playoffs. Maybe Larry was onto something else entirely. Being the GOAT takes on a different meaning there. Joe Johnson's career spanned generations literally. He faced John Stockton, born in 1962, and Darius Garland, born in 2000. That's a 38-year birth gap between opponents. Joe played against guys who could have been each other's grandfather. Here's something wild about Jordan's scoring consistency. He had 66 games under 15 points, but 99 games over 45 points. Read those numbers again. He scored big more often than he scored small. Most players work the opposite way. Eddie Robinson pulled off the NBA's strangest statistical coincidence. Playing for the Hornets, he scored 969 points and grabbed 382 rebounds. Gets traded to the Bulls, scores exactly 969 points again, grabs exactly 382 rebounds again. Identical numbers for 2 different franchises. Nobody's figured out how that's mathematically possible with normal variance. Russell Westbrook owns a perfect 2-0 playoff record when shooting 3 for 19 from the field. Let that sink in. 15% shooting, 2 wins. Meanwhile, other guys shoot 50% and lose. Basketball's weird. Larry Bird finished 8 votes away from winning the 1983 Defensive Player of the Year. 8 votes. People forget Larry made all defensive teams because his offensive game overshadowed everything else. He wasn't just standing around on defense. Terry Cummings sang the national anthem before NBA games, then played in those same games. Imagine warming up your voice, belting the Star-Spangled Banner, then immediately guarding Larry Bird. Different kind of cardio. Giannis Antetokounmpo's first NBA bucket was a 3-pointer. The guy who shoots 27% from deep for his career started with a 3. He's attempted 2,973 threes since then, making only 804. That first one set false expectations. Jason Tatum already has more conference finals points than the entire Clippers franchise. He's got 636. The Clippers across their entire existence have 622. One player versus 53 years of franchise history. That's the Clippers' legacy in one stat. Carmelo Anthony made 10 All-Star teams without ever reaching the finals. Steve Nash made 8 All-Star teams and never got there either. Vince Carter, same deal. But Melo's the only one who hit double-digit selections while missing out completely. That stings differently when you're in that exclusive club. Chris Bosh earned 11 All-Star selections but only 1 All-NBA team nod. Think about that ratio. Fans and coaches voted him an All-Star 11 times, but media and executives only recognized him as a top-tier player once, back in 2007. The top 3 playoff duos with the most wins together, Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili lead. Second place goes to Tim Duncan and Tony Parker. Third, Tim Duncan and Manu. The Spurs basically occupied the entire podium for 2 decades. B.J. Tyler joined the Raptors in 1995, iced his body after training camp, then fell asleep. The ice caused nerve damage. He never played another NBA game. One nap ended his entire career before it started. Andrew Bynum was born in 1987. Miles Plumlee in 1988. Bynum's older, right? Wrong context. Their draft classes are 7 years apart. Bynum went 2005, Plumlee went 2012. Age means nothing in NBA timelines. David Robinson won the 1994 scoring title, averaging 29.8 points per game. Shaq was 0.6 points behind. Robinson dropped 71 in his final regular season game to steal the crown. Watch that game closely. He's still shooting while triple-teamed. The Admiral wanted that title badly. Whether it was spite or competition, only he knows. Yinka Dare played 4 NBA seasons and recorded 4 total assists. He didn't get his first until year 3. Took him 769 career minutes before that first dime, a kickback to Lloyd Daniels for free. Meanwhile, Dare had 88 turnovers before assist number 1. That's an impressively bad ratio. Klay Thompson's 60-point game required just 11 dribbles and 90 seconds of ball possession. 90 seconds. Most guys need 90 seconds just to break a sweat. Klay rewrote efficiency that night. Dillon Brooks averaged 25.8 points during the 2021 playoffs. Nobody talks about that run anymore. Game 7 of the 2016 finals gets remembered for LeBron and Kyrie. The actual leading scorer, Draymond Green with 32 points. Not the narrative anyone expected. Canada nearly drafted Allen Iverson first overall in 1996. The Raptors won the lottery, but the league forced a redraw because expansion teams couldn't pick that high yet. Philadelphia won the second draw, took Iverson, and the rest carved itself into history. Toronto got stuck with Marcus Camby at number 2. Steve Nash had 4 different 50-40-90 seasons. He missed 9 total 50-40-90 seasons by just 18 made shots. His entire career fell 149, makes short of being completely 50-40-90. Some seasons missed by 1 free throw, others by 2 field goals. That's cruel mathematics. Andrea Bargnani won Finals MVP in 2015 without starting a single regular season game. Played 77 games, started 0. Then started 3 Finals games and won the award. Strangest Finals MVP resume ever constructed. The rarest jersey in existence might be the Oklahoma Hornets Valentine's Day edition. Hurricane Katrina temporarily relocated the Hornets to Oklahoma. Those jerseys barely exist. One charity auction pulled in over $22,000 for a single piece. Scarcity creates value, especially when natural disasters write the backstory. John Stockton doesn't hold the single-game assist record. Scott Skiles owns it with 30 dimes against Denver on December 30th, 1990. Stockton played 1,154 games and never touched 30. Skiles did it once, and that's eternal now. The numbers tell stories, the highlights never will. Dirk never getting fan votes, but changing basketball forever. Eddie Robinson's impossible identical stats on different teams. BJ Tyler's career ending from a nap. These aren't just random facts, they're proof that basketball history lives in the margins everyone ignores. You've probably watched 1,000 games without knowing Klay only needed 90 seconds of possession for 60 points. Never questioned why Stockton, the assist king, never hit 30 in a game. Didn't realize Draymond outscored everyone in Game 7. That's what makes this stuff fascinating. The surface-level story isn't the real story. Allen Iverson almost being Canadian, Steve Nash missing perfection by literal inches across his entire career. Chris Bosh making 11 All-Star teams, but getting All-NBA recognition once. These facts exist because someone counted, someone noticed, someone cared enough to dig past the obvious. Basketball rewards that curiosity. Every stat reveals something about greatness, failure, luck, or just the absurd randomness of professional sports. Next time you watch a game, remember that what's happening right now will become someone's obscure fact in 20 years. The obvious storylines fade, the weird details stick around forever. And